been for us a tedious, a long, an eye-opening experience for us as a group, and for me as an individual. It all started with the book A Lesson for Dying by Ernest J. And it was basically about the protagonist. His name is Jefferson, and another character named Grant, and it was Grant's service to Jefferson that made us come up with our central question for our project, and it was, why do people do community service? And we were just trying to figure out if this situation in the book A Lesson Before Dying can be repeated in the real world around us.
We knew going into the question that there wasn't going to be one set answer, because we know everyone has different morals and different values and stuff they live by. So we knew there wasn't going to be any set answer to our question necessarily, but we decided to just construct a poll using social networking sites to get a gauge of what people were thinking and kind of see what the majority felt. So we went to Facebook, we invited all of our friends, we had got a lot of members in a Facebook group, and we asked 3 questions. Why do high school students do community service? Why do adults do community service? And how do you feel after doing community service? And those were all answered by students. We got a good gauge of what kids our age thought about the questions. And through Miss G, our tech-savvy English teacher, we were able to bring it to Twitter and get a lot of feedback from her followers that she knows throughout the country and even the world. I think we got a few responses from people internationally. So they also answered those same questions. So we constructed graphs based on these polls. We got a good feel of why high school students do community service, which for the most part people are saying for applications, but as we saw through comments by people that it's not necessarily just for the applications. A lot of people do in fact like doing it, but they do it for the requirements, but they don't just do it because of that. They also really enjoy doing it and feel gratitude after doing it and see how fortunate they truly are.
Satisfied was the most.
Satisfied, yeah. How do you feel after? A lot of people said they felt satisfied after, which was encouraging to see. And then we went from there, and we decided it would be good if we all went out and did our own personal community service. So me personally, I went to the BOCES prom, which was a prom for mentally challenged people at Arlington High School. And I spent a lot of time with a girl named Caitlin Service, who, for those of you who go to Arlington, know that she's the homecoming queen, which is a very special moment in October. And she's always had a little crush on me since elementary school, because we were in the same class together. So it was really nice to spend a lot of time and dance with her, because I knew it meant a lot to her, and it was also a lot of fun for me. And Kanian will talk about his personal service.
Well, from the beginning to the end of the project, I started going to the Lunchbox, which is a soup kitchen down in Poughkeepsie. And that has been a real eye-opening experience for me, getting to see, spending time with people who are less fortunate, and being there and having conversation with them and serving their food to them, and even humbling myself to clean up their dishes for them. It was really special for me. And I also had a civic act and leadership project. It's in a class by Ms. Bellino, and basically what I decided to do was I would go round up a group of senior citizens, and I would play games with them. I created my own brain games with them, and I administered to them, and it was just a great, fun experience with them.
We decided, let's do something really involve the high school and get something that can really help the community out with. So we decided to start our own clothing drive, which we decided to call the Project Inspiration Clothing Drive, very fitting with the name of the project. And through that, we made a bunch of commercials, we made flyers, and we really got the word out around the school. We got a whole lot of clothes that we donated to the Salvation Army, which will be used to help those in need in our community, which is great to see. It was nice to see Arlington really come together as a community, as a high school, and really contribute to those in need.
Well, my final thoughts for the project is, and any advice I would give to anybody who will be doing this in the future, is basically keep your mind open, because we had a total different idea where this project would lead in the end, but in the end, it ended up going somewhere that we never thought possible. With everything that we've achieved, I think that you shouldn't focus so much on the destination. It's about the journey of the project.
Also for me, it was really, this project was different than any other project I've really done before, because it was very over a long period of time, opposed to usually you get a project, maybe the longest project I've ever done in high school is maybe 2-3 months at most. This project ran for 6-7 months, which was really like Kanian said, a journey. We had really, there were times during the project where we're like, what are we going to do for this? We had absolutely no idea what we were going to do, and then all of a sudden one idea would get us going, then we'd keep rolling, then we'd come up with another idea, and then we'd hit another roadblock. But we fought through it, we really persevered, and we came out with something we're both very proud of. And for those people doing this in the future, like Kanian said, I would just say really stick to it, don't give up, and PI project.
PI project.
Go do it.